Blessings, friends. It's Maia here with an Astro update. Today, June 29th, we have a full moon in the practical, hardworking, and structured sign of Capricorn at 8 degrees. Those of you who have planets in the cardinal signs of Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, or planetary placements in your natal chart around 8 degrees will likely feel the effects of this full moon the most. A full moon is when the sun and the moon oppose each other in the sky, creating a tension peak, coming to fruition or culmination point. On a positive level, this lunation can be practical, ambitious, responsible, determined, conservative, rational, and loyal. On a challenging level, this lunation can be stubborn, critical, cynical, cold, harsh, and pessimistic. You can look back to the Capricorn new moon during January of 2026 to see what themes occurred then that are coming to a culmination point now. Capricorn highlights themes of career, ambitions, career goals, and path, one's place in the world, social status, public image, authority figures, leadership, father figures, achievements, and notoriety. We may see some of these themes highlighted in our individual life or collective at large. The moon in Capricorn is in its fall where it has a harder time expressing its natural significations. You can look to your Cancer house in your natal chart to find some balance and to see what area of life you can control and revise for greater stability moving forward. The traditional ruler of this lunation is Saturn, the planet of duty, obligation, structure, and discipline. This lunation is squaring Saturn and Neptune in Aries, showcasing there could be endings and culmination points that may have some fogginess and confusion or blockages and hurdles to overcome. Saturn squares often offer us reality checks and a healthy dose of realism. We can take this time to lean into responsibilities and added structure. We also have Mercury, the planet of communication and information, retrograde in the sign of Cancer. This can manifest as hiccups, a need for revising, double-checking one's paperwork, technological devices having ups and downs, travel delays, etc. Mercury is conjunct Jupiter, the planet of positivity and expansion. Thus, whatever unexpected delays arrive, there is likely to be a positive or optimistic outcome flowing. Lastly, a big one, we have Mars, the planet of action and drive, conjunct Uranus, the planet of sudden changes and shock. This can manifest as sudden breakdowns or breakthroughs associated with warrior-like energy. On a positive level, a Mars-Uranus conjunction can give us innovative solutions, acting suddenly on progressive, revolutionary ideas. On another level, this conjunction can bring chaotic, volatile energy associated with rebellion, aggression, war, inflammation, and heat and fire. During this lunation in Capricorn, we have the opportunity to overcome obstacles by continuing to build and climb in consistent and reliable ways, staying grounded amid sudden erratic changes that are shifting in the world around us. What area of life will this full moon in Capricorn be happening for you based upon your rising sign? For Capricorn rising, this full moon will be happening in your first house. This could be endings or culmination points with some obstacles around one's self, identity, physical body, outward appearance, and new endeavors. For Aquarius rising, this full moon will be happening in your 12th house. This could be ending and culmination points with some obstacles around the hidden realms, imagination, dreams, spirituality, subconscious programming, self-undoings, bad habits, jails and hospitals, as well as retreats, ashrams, and the musical arts. For Pisces rising, this full moon will be happening in your 11th house. This could be endings and culmination points with some obstacles around large groups of people, friendships, organizations, networking, progressive ideas, as well as future hopes and wishes. For Aries rising, this full moon will be happening in your 10th house. This could be ending or culmination points with some obstacles around your career, status, public image, leadership, authority, achievement, and notoriety. For Taurus rising, this full moon will be happening in your 9th house. This could be ending and culmination points with some obstacles around long-distance travel, higher learning, government institutions, publishing and teaching, gurus, and pilgrimages. For Gemini rising, this full moon will be happening in your 8th house. This could be endings and culmination points with some obstacles around shared money, shared resources, investments, inheritances, taxes, the occult, intimacy, and deep bonds. For Cancer rising, this full moon will be happening in your 7th house. This could be ending and culmination points with some obstacles around personal relationships, business relationships, marriages, contracts, negotiations, agreements, collaborations, and legal documents. For Leo rising, this full moon will be happening in your 6th house. This could be endings and culmination points with some obstacles around one's health, work, employment, coworkers, diet and exercise, daily routine, organization, as well as small pets and animals. For Virgo rising, this full moon will be happening in your 5th house. This could be ending and culmination points with some obstacles around one's self-expression, creativity, children, romance, dating, celebrations, hobbies, sports, joy, and small businesses. For Libra rising, this full moon will be happening in your 4th house. This could be ending and culmination points with some obstacles around home and family life, property, real estate, emotional security, inner safety, and ancestral roots and tradition. For Scorpio rising, this full moon will be happening in your third house. This could be ending in culmination points with some obstacles around communication styles, how one thinks and speaks, community, local travel, neighborhood, short form learning and writing projects, vehicles and transportation, as well as extended family and siblings. And last but not least, for Sagittarius rising, this full moon will be happening in your second house. This could bring endings and culmination points with some obstacles around income, how you make money, saving, earning, and spending styles, personal resources, physical material possessions, values, as well as self-worth and self-esteem. Full moon in Capricorn, blessings to you all.